Are you ready to do some great floor work? All you need is a floor and a mat or a blanket. Let's dive in. Hi, my name is Cortney Loui. I'm the creator behind Coffee Chats and Yoga Mats, where my mission is to remind you and encourage you that you are God's beloved. Your life matters. So let's live intentionally. Today I thought we'd do a little floor work on our hands and knees. So all you need is space on a floor and enough room to stretch out. You can have a mat like I do, or you can always use a towel or a blanket or do it on a rug. Do what works best for you. Friend, don't overthink this. It's not that complicated. Make it easy on yourself so you can show up and do it. So let's go and move on to our hands and knees. I'm gonna scoot back, there we go. So we're gonna do some wrist stretches that are fantastic. So we're gonna place our fingertips. Let me scoot, there we go, now you can see my hand. We'll start with one hand, so you're gently turning it so your fingertips are pointing back toward your knees. Imagining you're nailing your wrist down into the ground. If you can't go like this all the way, that's totally fine. You can always modify by going sideways. But let's take about 3 big deep breaths here in addition to the time we've already spent here. A big reason it's so good, I'm just gonna keep talking. I like to talk a lot during the classes. So, a big reason this is so good for you is it helps lengthen your form. Think about how often you spend on your phone, keyboard, eating, driving, all those things. It's good to reverse that just a bit. And we can release, if you want, you can shake it out, loosen up. It's gonna be a little sore the first time, and that's okay. And let's do the other side. So rotating the hand, so the fingertips point back toward your knees. You can just place it gently there, or place it more firmly. Do what works best for you. Like before, I'll just model with this hand. You can always turn it sideways. That's totally fine. Always modify for your unique body. So we're breathing in and breathing out. If you want to deepen it, you can gently push your hips back a little bit closer toward your hips. Excuse me, your hips back toward your hips. Your hips back toward your heels. Breathing in and breathing out. Excellent. And let's go ahead and gently release. Like before, you can always shake it out. If you're not used to doing this, you might need to do that a little bit. It's so easy, so gentle. So let's move on to flat hands and knees. Knees are hip width apart, hands are shoulder width apart. We're gonna do a little cat-cow. So we're gonna do 4 of these. As you inhale, you're gonna dip your belly down to the floor and tilt your chin up. So you're moving to the cow. You're stretching out your tummy. Sorry, I'm a toddler, I think in tummy terms. Breathing, and we're gonna exhale. As you exhale, you're gonna squeeze, gently curling your chin toward your chest, rounding out your back like a cat. Again, inhale, breathing in, you're stretching your stomach, opening up your chest, gently tilting your chin toward the ceiling. You're not jamming your head. And let's go ahead and round up, cat. Exhaling, you're tucking your belly button in toward your spine. Inhale, breathe. Exhale, rounding out. You feel that gentle warmth traveling up and down your back. You're lengthening your spine. You're tucking in your tailbone. Last time, inhale. And exhale. And release. Let's do a little bounce to the cat. We'll just do cat 1, so that just means one arm or one leg. Let's start with arms. So keeping your knees on the ground, we're gonna take 4 big deep breaths. We're gonna balance the cat. So we'll bring an arm out. Right now, I'm starting with my left arm. Imagine that wrist is being pulled out. You're gazing toward the ground. Breathing in and breathing out. One more big deep breath here. And gently release. And let's go and switch sides. We're gonna bring the other arm out. Nice and long. You're stretching it out. You can gaze toward the ground. So you're keeping a nice fluid spine. Breathing in and breathing out. And release. Let's go and see if we can do a leg. I hope I got enough room. So let's go and bring the left leg out, nice and long. It's level with the ground, your toes are pointed. Imagining someone's gently pulling on your ankle, stretching out. Like before, you can gaze toward the ground. I'm looking up because it's hard not to think about looking at you. Breathing in and breathing out. You're lengthening your spine. One more big deep breath here. And gently release. Gently place the knee on the ground. Let's bring the opposite leg out nice and long. Breathing in and out, like before, in for about 4 big deep breaths here. And if this ever puts too much pressure on your wrist, you can always modify, making fists with your hands. And release. All right, let's do a little bit bounce in the cat too. So that means we're gonna bring out the opposite arm and the opposite leg. So let's go ahead and start with the left leg, bringing out behind, bring the right arm out. Sometimes if you struggle with your balance a bit, this may take a little time to conquer, and that's okay. Show up, try, give it your best. One more big deep breath here, then we're gonna make it a little bit more fun. All right, we're gonna bend that back leg. You can stay right there. Or you can bring your arm back, you can place your hand right along your hip, or you can reach your hand right along your foot. Always do what works best for you. Let's just take about 3 big deep breaths here. Breathing in, breathing out. You can definitely lift your head up at this point. I'm sure you are, potentially grimacing at the screen. Breathing in and breathing out. And release. Let's go ahead and switch sides. So we're gonna bring out, I'm gonna switch the sides so it's a bit easier to see. We're gonna bring out the right leg and the left arm. Breathing in and breathing out. Gazing toward the ground. Again, if this is not something your body's ready for, if you find yourself wobbling, always modify. You can always just do one leg or just do the arm. Let's take one more big deep breath here. And then let's make it a little more fun. We're gonna bend that back leg. You can stay right there, or you can bring the hand back on your hip, or you can bring your hand onto your foot. Breathing in and breathing out. 2 more big deep breaths. Don't forget to breathe. Even if you're just watching, just breathe. So good. And let's go and gently release. Very nice. Let's go ahead and take a few big deep breaths. We'll move into bound angle or classic butterfly. So you're bringing your feet together. Just relax it. You don't need to jiggle it. You're not going to fly away. So just breathe. Feet together. Roll the shoulders back. Let's take 3 big deep breaths here, and then I'm going to tend to my wailing child. He's taking a nap, or not. And let's breathe. Breathing in. Breathing in. One more big deep breath. Thank you for coming, and I hope you come back. Don't forget to subscribe to join the tribe if you want to stay in the loop about other pretty simple videos to get you going with some healthy movement. Friend, don't forget, you are God's beloved. Your life matters, so live intentionally. Thank you for being you.